Hi, my name is Heather, and this is the true story of the Three Little Pigs based on the book by Jon Scieszka. Everybody knows the story of the Three Little Pigs, or so they think. The name's Wolf, Alexandra T. Wolf, and this is the true story. I'm not so sure how wolves got a big, bad reputation. Maybe it's our diet. It's not my fault we like to eat cute little animals like bunnies and sheep and pigs. You know, I bet if cheeseburgers were cute, they'd call you big and bad too. Anyways, back in Once Upon a Time, I was baking my dear old granny a birthday cake, and I had this terrible sneezing cold, and I ran out of sugar. So I went to my neighbor's house. Now, this guy was a pig, and he wasn't too bright. He had built his house out of straw. Who does that? So I tried to knock on his door, and big surprise, it fell right in. And I didn't want to just walk into this guy's house, so I called out, little pig, are you in?" And then no answer. And then it happened. I huffed and snuffed achoo! And sneezed a great big sneeze. And that whole darn straw house just fell right in. And there in the middle of the straw was the first little pig, dead as a doornail. He had been home the whole time. And you know, it's a shame to leave a perfectly good ham dinner just lying there in the straw, so I ate him up. But I still didn't have any sugar. So I went to the second little pig's house. Now, this pig was the first pig's brother, and he was a little bit smarter, but not by much. He had built his house out of sticks. So I rang the doorbell to the stick house. No answer. And then it happened again. I huffed and snuffed, but then before I could sneeze, that rude little porker answered. "Go away, Wolf. You're not welcome here. I'm shaving the hairs on my chinny chin. But it happened anyways. Achoo! And then that whole stick house just crumbled right down. And there was the second pig, when the dust settled, dead as a doornail. And you do know that if you leave out meat for too long, it spoils. So I did the only thing I could do. I had dinner again. But I still didn't have any sugar. There was one more house I could go to, and this was the third little pig, and he was the second and first little pig's brother. And this guy must have been the brains of his family because he built his house out of brick. So I knocked on his door, and no answer. And then it happened again. I huffed and snuffed. Achoo! And I sneezed again. But do you know what this rude little porker said to me? He said, "Go away, Wolf. You're not welcome here. And your old granny can sit on a pin." Now, I'm usually a pretty calm gal, but when somebody makes fun of my grandmother like that, I get a little crazy. When the police showed up, of course I was trying to break his door down, and I was huffing and puffing and sneezing and generally causing quite a scene. And they took me away. And the rest, as they say, is history. And that's it. That's the true story. I was framed. And when the news reporters got a hold of the story, they didn't like the facts. So they jazzed it up a little, and now I am the big bad wolf. The end. Thank you for watching my video.